When my son was born, we realized that his ears weren't fully formed and didn't really take shape correctly. And we thought maybe it would just, after a couple days or after a couple weeks, they would start to form on their own. But after probably 2 weeks or so and they hadn't started taking shape, we started Googling to see are there some options out there to correct malformations of the ear. And at that point came across the EarWell solution online. And came across some great pictures of before and after photos of babies that had had the procedure done before. But it was when we went to our 1-month checkup with a pediatrician that we mentioned it to our doctor to see, are there any options out there for our son to correct his ears? And at that point he mentioned Dr. Kortesis and said that we could go and speak to him about some options. So when we were doing a little bit of research on the EarWell solutions, we found out a little bit more about what it was. And then obviously speaking with our pediatrician, we got even more information. But in looking at the options for the correction of the ear malformations, it's really not even a surgical procedure at all. So there's no invasive surgery taking place. It's really more of just like a cast that's being put on the ear to help mold it and help shape it as the baby grows and as the cartilage takes shape. The aesthetic issues related to that, and just kind of thinking about the social implications that would come along with our son as he got older. Kids are very blunt and kids are very honest, so as he grows up, thinking ahead of the social implications that might come along with his misshapen, malformed ears. So as we looked at options, it was either doing the EarWell solution, which could be done at a young age and very non-invasive, simple procedure, hopefully correcting things very quickly, or if we waited down the road, our only option would be surgical. So we decided to go ahead and go with the EarWell solution, minimal risk involved with it. Another thing is my husband and I discussed and thought about waiting until our son was old enough to make the decision on his own, but again at that point the only option available would be surgery. So really no risk involved in going with the EarWell solution, so decided to give it a try at such a young age and hope that we had great results, and we did. The follow-up process for the EarWell solution is really very simple. We initially came into Hunstad Kortesis office for a consultation, and shortly after that, when we made the decision to move forward with the EarWell solution for our son, came in, Dr. Kortesis and his team put the EarWells on our son. Very quick process. After that, he wore them for about 2 weeks, and we came in for a follow-up visit just to take them off and take a look to see how our son's ears were reacting to the EarWells, put them back on, and then came back in for an additional follow-up. He wore them for about 8 weeks, but again, it was a very simple process. At the end of him wearing the EarWells, we came back into the office so Dr. Kortesis could check his ears again. We removed the mold. If we had to decide to do the EarWells for our son all over again, we would absolutely do it. We got amazing results and we're very pleased with the entire process. In choosing Dr. Kortesis, we came into the office and met with him, and he was just so welcoming, so inviting, very comforting as a new mom or a mom of a newborn. He really allowed the time to get to know us and really make us feel at ease and take the time to answer any questions that we had before we move forward with this process. So it was just a wonderful experience with Dr. Kortesis and the entire staff.